Welcome to Will Podcast for Laughs. On this episode, we talk about the 10 most unappreciated jobs as listed by Payscale and Psychology Today, and we give our opinions on what we think are the most unappreciated jobs. It's all today on Will Podcast for Laughs.
Hello, and welcome to Will Podcast for Laughs with V,
Ian,
And Taylor.
Today is Top 10 Tuesday.
Woo!
Today we're going to do the top 10 most unappreciated jobs. So I have two lists, boys.
Is podcasters on either one of them?
No. So the first one I have is from Payscale. So this is by wages. So the people who are most unappreciated because they don't get paid what they should. Yes, Taylor, what is your question?
Can we guess a couple?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
We'll
Okay.
let you guess. And then the second article I have is from Psychology Today. So that's more of like the psychology behind the people who, don't get appreciated because of the actual work that they do.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with the pay scale. Okay. So, go ahead, guess.
Teachers, big one, right off the list there.
Teachers, yeah, okay.
Wow.
No, not on the list.
Customer service representatives.
No, not on the list.
Really?
Construction
So no
workers.
retail workers whatsoever?
There's like specific branches of retail. You have to be very specific. But no,
All right.
not on the list.
Garbage truck drivers.
And keep in mind, these are the people, this list is from them as workers nominating themselves.
Sure.
So they feel unappreciated. It's
Fast
not
food.
No.
Really? Servers in general.
No.
What's the busboys?
Busboys.
Busboys.
No.
Really? Busboys are not. Wow. I'm like thinking
Backup
of these.
dancers.
No. Do you guys give up?
Backup singers.
No, seriously.
No.
Backup dancers, they're the kind of people, they're there. The reason why they're there is that pack mentality would say, oh, look at all the backup dancers, how beautiful they are. They're making the singer look more beautiful than they really are.
True.
No.
Psychology Today.
I'm just going to keep going. No. These are very obscure ones. That's why I wanted to bring up this list, because these are things I don't think any of us would really think about.
Construction workers.
You're getting closer, but no.
Dental assistants.
No. They get paid bank.
They get paid.
This is payscale.com, meaning terrible pay.
Oh, so it's by terrible pay,
Yes.
not high appreciation.
The highest paid job on this list.
Definitely waiters.
No, not in here. The highest paid job on here is $43,000 a year. The lowest is $19,000 a year.
$43,000 is a good amount of money. $19,000 is one.
Well, what's the
thousand-
job?
Not
What's
for
the-
what they're doing.
What's
though.
the job for $43,000?
You want to know?
Yeah, that one. Just
That one is agricultural and food service techs. Food science, not food service. I'm sorry, I said that wrong.
The hell is that?
Agriculture and food science.
It's people who grow and develop food and food technology.
Like fancy word for
Really?
farmers.
Yeah,
Oh, because
basically.
I would have thought they were those people you see in those fast food commercials where they're the ones back in their factory. Where like,
Me and my dad have been growing these beans for the last 50 years.
Technologists conduct research in the areas of quality control and production.
Oh, so our health organization.
Yeah, health
Or
people and stuff like that.
FDA.
Yep. They are the ones that make $43,000 a year.
That's not bad at all.
Average.
Teachers make less than those people.
But
How are they
have to have
underappreciated?
degrees to work in that.
Teachers
and
need
there's-
degrees.
But they're also a very rare breed in that. Again, this is them saying, I think I should get paid more. Okay, so here we go. Starting with number 10. Number 10 is packaging and filling machine operators and tenders.
That's not a robot yet?
No. They get paid $32,000 on average, and 48% of them say they
The
feel
fact that the
unappreciated.
first thing you said is that's not a robot yet, obviously.
Oh, there you go. Underappreciated. Okay, number 9.
No,
Game-
seriously, the way robots control
I agree.
everything.
Yeah.
Packaging.
So the number 9 is gaming surveillance officers and gaming investigators.
So like gaming, like gambling.
Yes, not like video gaming.
Yeah.
They get paid around $32,000 as well, and 49% of them feel unappreciated.
Do you have to have a degree to be at that job?
I don't believe you do.
Then stop complaining because
30
no.
okay.
But that doesn't mean they shouldn't get paid for what they're
There are people
doing.
in colleges right now in Southern Nevada that are going to get paid less than $32,000 to be like academic advisors or something, where you need 4 to 6 years
Oh, yeah.
of academic
Well,
experience
it's like
to do stuff like
paramedics.
that.
Paramedics get paid very low to be first responders.
That's true.
Yeah, but for an EMT,
And they have to-
you'll only need like a certificate, maybe
But
a
that's
semester.
like life or death situation there.
So,
And you...
welcome to the episode where Taylor loses all fans.
Okay, number 8. Mechanical door repairers. This is a job. 37,000. 49% feel unappreciated.
That's pretty good for fixing doors.
They're a very unique skill set, though. It's like
What, there are
electricians
3 in
or
the
elevator
entire
workers.
country?
Well, how many of them do you know?
I don't know.
All right, how many of you
I'm
have
just
you
going
got?
to stop commenting this list.
Okay,
because
then
it's just
7 we already went over. That was the
Sure.
agriculture and food science techs. Okay, number 6, cutting, punching, and press machine setters, operators, and tenders, both metal and plastic. It's a very specific job title. They make about $34,000.
I want to see the person's name tag that says that.
What is your job? I am a cutting, punching, and press machine setting operator and tender.
Wait. A C-
Metal and plastic.
Cutting, punching.
I'm a CPPMSOT. Metal and plastic.
No, plastic.
Yeah, they make about 34. Okay, carpet installers. That I agree. That stuff is difficult.
Carpet installers are just employees at Home Depot.
Not true.
Not true.
They are. You can go to the store, go to Home Depot right now, and when you
These
buy
are
their-
official carpet installers.
Yeah,
And they
work
only
for
make
Home
about
Depot.
$36,000 a year, which is less than teachers, and 51% of them feel unappreciative. That is a job that takes a lot of like time out of your day to do, and it's a lot of like labor. Okay, correctional officers and jailers.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That's number 4.
They actually get paid pretty shit, and I've known a couple people.
That's
who've done that job.
36,000,
That's a
and
pre-
that's
that's
a tough job.
That is a pretty tough job.
Telemarketers, they get paid $26,000,
Telemarketing is.
and that sucks
Tele-
because they
tele-
get yelled at all day.
Telemarketing
long.
is a scam, anyways.
But that doesn't mean they shouldn't get paid justice. Okay, number 2, meter readers and utilities. Meter readers, like the meter cops. You think?
Yeah. The meter maids.
Yeah, they get paid about $33,000. And the number 1 most unappreciated job, according to Payscale.com, is laundry and dry cleaning workers. Which
Okay,
I
I can see
agree.
that.
They make $19,000 on average, and 63% of them say they hate us.
19,000 is less than you make from disability. Or no, it's
And unemployment?
just slightly more. Not unemployment, disability. But you make more money from disability than you make from unemployment. You make about $1,500. I know because my dad's on it, and you make about $1,500 from disability.
That's
And
crazy.
so if you're talking yearly, that's about $18,000 a year, and they're making 19. That's only $1,000 more than being on disability. It's pretty bad.
Sad enough here, my best friend, he texted me. His job is actually going to be replaced by a robot in December.
He's gonna be what? He's been replaced.
His job is going to be replaced by a robot.
His
Can
job
we
is
know what he
really-
does or no?
Yes, I do, but considering I've already named him now by name, I don't want to
Yeah.
name his job.
That makes sense.
Protect the innocent. His name is Anthony, but that's pretty much it.
Okay. No, and that is a real growing.
It is, though,
issue.
a very hands-on job. The poor guy
Okay.
has hurt himself very severely. So I can understand why maybe health-wise they were replacing him with a robot.
Yeah.
But still, that sucks because he makes good money doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
And
Are they
they're-
gonna at least help them like transition into something else? The
Probably
company.
not. I remember when there was the company called Fresh and Easy. They were a series of like grocery store chains here in the valley.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
they closed, we actually had a couple of like people we knew really well inside that store. And we asked them, "Was like, so are they gonna move you guys around?" Because at that time they were just closing stores. They had gone out of business entirely, and they're like, we have the opportunity to apply for jobs at other stores. It's like, really? They're not even just gonna move you guys?
They're just gonna ask you to apply.
Like, wow.
That's pretty bad.
So no, I don't. I don't know.
No.
Corporate America sucks.
Yeah. Agreed.
So I don't see it happening.
Okay, this is the list I think you guys are going to do really well on. This is the Psychology Today list. These aren't in any particular order. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 jobs that are underrated. We want to give a guess at these?
Teacher.
Teacher's not on here.
Okay, I will say right now, probably one of the most underappreciated jobs, especially because they got to buy the damn supplies for their class,
That's true.
is teachers. And I feel bad
Yeah.
because, I mean, we grew up on the poorer side, but I did not know that all the line paper that I was taking from my junior high history teacher, he was purchasing.
Aww,
So
you're
here I
a
was.
jerk.
Yeah, so I
You're
feel
a
like
jerk.
it's like wherever he's at, sure.
You're gonna send him a package of paper? That'd be so nice.
If anything, so he was actually one of my favorite teachers of all time.
Yeah.
His name was Mr. Whitworth.
Oh, that's a cool name.
So Mr.
I went
Whitworth,
to a
if
school-
you're out there, I owe you at least a ream, one ream.
He's like, just send
Actually,
me the
you know what?
money.
3 reams, 3 reams
Send
of
me the
fly
money.
paper. That way, there's interest.
Yeah. I come from a family of teachers. My mom is a PE teacher, but she's also taught in the classroom for the last 7 or 8 years. She teaches Spanish. And my little sister, is now a teacher in Arizona. She teaches first grade. I have friends that have worked in and out of the public system, the private system. I have a lot of friends, parents that have been teachers. That is one of those jobs that I feel like but at the same time, I will say, this is going to be a very unpopular opinion, there are teachers that love their job and do it because they want to educate.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, there's just as many teachers that hate kids and don't want to be there.
Yeah,
And so it sucks because it's like any other job, right? Where there's people who love it and hate it, but the difference is that you're molding little kids' minds,
Yeah.
and they know and they pick up that energy. And I have seen with my very own eyes adults that just neglect the kids in the classroom, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Because that's just they can't relearn. They only get to do it once. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's not to say they shouldn't get paid. But if you don't want to teach kids, that's why people are like, you should teach kids. I'm like, I can't teach kids. I will murder the children. The children will die, and that will not be okay. So teachers are not on here. But do you guys have any more guesses of the list or what's on Psychology Today?
If I had made a top 10 list, fast food workers would be on that list.
Mhm.
Waiters would definitely be on that list. Bus boys would be on that list. Because I feel so bad. We went to a fine dining restaurant. The bus boy brought us our food. The bus boy picked up after us. And the waiter at the end was like, I expect a 20% tip. I was like, you did jack shit. You took our order. Your bus boy did everything else. Are you at least going to share it with the bus boy? And I worry about that because it's just like these people, they are kicking their butts out there.
Right.
And unless the waiter is a good waiter, they're not going to get any of that tip money. So I feel super bad for them. Definitely theater attendants. It is not because...
Bathroom attendants.
And anybody that
Anyone
has
who
to pick up
go
pee.
to a bathroom, yeah.
Because retail workers got to pick up pee
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, that's at Devin's job. He works for Regal, and they have janitorial staff that come in and clean the theaters
At night though.
at night. Yes, exactly. But during the day, if there's any sort of spills, mess up the bathrooms, he's in there. He's doing it.
Him? Really?
Yeah, he does it as a manager.
The theater I worked for, they sent the
Kids?
No, I forgot all of a sudden the word.
The floor
The
staff.
person that walks the person to their seat. Usher.
Oh,
So the that usher position was like the utility position.
Yeah.
At the theater I worked at. And
I
so
mean, he
the
could.
usher would go into the theater and check the theater to see if cell phones were on.
Yeah.
The usher would be the one that takes tickets. The usher would be the one that cleans the bathrooms.
'Cause
The
they're
usher
the
would be the
newer
one that
ones.
cleans the floor. No, it doesn't matter. The one I worked at, anybody was the usher.
That's usually where they kind of start, I think.
No, the
But-
one you
You have to wait a while before you can do concessions, and they usually don't throw you in box right away. So you kind of just started ushering, is what I thought. But you do
It's a
rotate
shit
through
position.
there. Yeah, but no, Devin could send those people to do it, but his logic is if better me than them because he'll do it better. That's just his managerial approach. I don't know. Okay, so let me give you some of these off of here, this list. So we've got retail, artists, writers, musicians.
Oh yeah,
which I can't-
writers.
Yeah.
Because
Trash
a lot of them are just writing for
collectors,
free straight up.
UPS and FedEx, supermarket workers like Walmart.
Yeah,
some big
the
things like that.
cashiers, retail workers.
Walmart greeters.
Sales. So people who are in sales that go door to door and do that kind of work. Pest control. Like the bug spray guys that come and spray.
Now, anybody that comes to my house, they're going to get tipped before they leave.
Have you guys ever done door-to-door stuff?
No.
I've not. I've done like the survey stuff, like on the strip where you're like, can I ask you a few questions? I've done that before.
I'm not going to disclose the name of the organization because they are a political nonprofit organization, but I worked for a political organization and campaigned in the 2016 election. We were campaigning for Hillary and all that kind of stuff, and I did all the door-to-door stuff. Like I was a door-to-door canvasser, and that job sucks.
Yeah.
If you're not a sociable person, you might be good at it. But if you're not a sociable person, like if you don't like talking to people, you go up to someone's door and you're like, hi, I need you to sign this, and some people go up there like, hey, how you doing? Do, and people be really engaged. People just close the door in my face.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I got fired from that job because I couldn't get enough signatures because I just wasn't that
It's
kind of
hard
personality.
because they know that you're selling stuff. Like when people call the houses to sell things,
Yeah.
I am like the worst person for people to encounter in sales because I don't want to be rude and shut the door on you. I want to be friendly to you, but I'm not going to buy what you're selling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And
they
that's
hate
always
it because
annoying.
I talk to them for 40 minutes and they're like, all right, so can I sign up? Like, oh, no, sorry.
That was
Have
one
a
of the
great
worst
day.
things. You go because we're just trying to get people to sign up, right?
Yeah.
And it's not even that big of a thing. We just want you to put your signature
Yep.
in and your email and your phone number, and we're moving on.
I will say, and I know you don't do it anymore, but for anyone out there who is in sales, I and a lot of the people I know, it really depends on the person.
Yeah, it does.
If the person is a nice person and they're honest and they tell you the truth about their product, 9 out of 10 times I'll buy the product.
Yeah.
Like if they're really honest, but if they're just like annoyed and short and they don't give you the information and they act like, look, I just want you to sign this and get away. Nope.
We
I
go
do
up there
it.
and give them the whole spiel, and you talk to them and engage
Yeah.
with them, and half the time they just hang up on you or like slam the door in your face. And then sometimes they'll do
Do they
exactly
really
what
slam the door in your face?
Oh yeah,
all the time.
yeah. I was a canvasser in the 2008 election. Yeah,
My girlfriend.
they'll just
They open and shut it in your face.
so they'll open it up just a little bit and be like, "Hi, I'm here for the blah 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 campaign,
They won't even say, like,
canvassing
no,
door to
thank
door."
you?
And they'd be like, "Oh, I ain't voted for that."
My girlfriend worked for the same organization, and she got chased off of premises with a gun.
What? That is so
The
rude. What is
reason-
wrong
the-
with America?
the
Don't
reason
do
is
that. That's crazy.
There was a gate, and then there was the door, and she actually walked through the gate. And if you actually pass through someone's gate, technically,
Yeah.
legally, that could be considered trespassing if the gate was closed.
Right.
And so this lady lost her shit. She ran inside, got her gun, came out, chased her off the property with a firearm. It was
That's crazy. Okay, so I never worked door-to-door sales. However, I do have a door slamming, not even slamming, story real quick.
Sure.
I was house sitting for a friend. I'm notorious for house sitting, pet sitting,
Yep.
because I have no kids, no family, no pets. I'm easy to transport. So I was house sitting for a friend and watching her dogs. She lived in like an area where across the street was all desert. And so out there I saw a box. And so I was just curious. So I went over, looked at it, and I saw that the date on the address on the box was like, it was a not open box. So I look at the address and I'm like, I'm going to go deliver this to its address because it's obviously, lost. So I take the box and I find the address. It's a couple streets over. I walk up to the door. I put the box on the porch. I knock on the door and I ring the doorbell. Okay. At first, no response. So I knock on the door, ring the doorbell one more time, and then I hear a man through the door. He doesn't open the door. He doesn't do anything. He's just like, "Who is it?" And I said, "Hi, my name's Vanessa. I live in the neighborhood," just to make it feel more comfortable, right? "I'm staying in the neighborhood, and I found a box here with your name and your address on it. I just wanted to deliver it." And he goes, "I don't want it." And I was like, "No, sir, you're not understanding. It's for you. It has your name on it. You ordered it. I just found it." And he was like, "Who's it from?" Well, it didn't have a from at, like it just had an address, it didn't have a company name. So I was like, I'm not 100% sure. Then I hear his wife or whoever yelling, "Tell her to go the F away. We don't want it. It could be a bomb." They would not open the door. They would not open the blinds. They were like, "Take it and leave." And I was like, what kind of world do we live in?
I would have left it and left.
I did end up leaving it, but I'm just like, I'm delivering your thing to you,
that's
sir.
nuts.
Like, what is wrong with you guys? So, I mean, whatever. But, okay, so back to our list. So, retail. I worked retail. Did you guys ever work retail?
5 years of retail shift supervisor experience alone.
Ooh.
That was
No
for
retail
you know.
So I had retail experience as just a lowly employee. But
Yeah.
5 years shift supervising and shift leading. I've got plenty of experience with that. That's why I definitely would have said easily.
I feel like retail is one of those jobs everyone should work at some point because it definitely teaches you, like every time we'd get a customer, you'd have a sign up that would say, "All shirts on sale." They'd go, "Which shirts?" "All shirts." Or they'd say like, "Shirts, $9.99. How much are these shirts?" $9.99. Like they just don't want to read the signs. or they want to move stuff and they
Yeah.
want to try to get other stuff on discount, or fitting rooms, don't even get me started. Like, it's just one of those things, like when they pull out the shirts and they
Yeah.
shake them all out and you're like, really? You got to shake them all. So retail is one of those things. I worked retail a long time ago. It was my first job when I was 18. And I was a key holder, that's what they're called, but a manager for a while. And it was just stressful. I worked at the premium outlets, which is like a lot of tourists.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a lot of non-English
The
speaking.
premium outlets out by the bus hub and all that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So not the ones out, not the south ones, the north ones.
Yeah.
So right off of the
By the World Market.
right,
thing?
the World
Yeah,
Market
yeah.
Center.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
So yeah, retail's one of those that I think everybody should work. I also think people should work some sort of customer service, like answering phones, secretarial, something like that, because I like the years when I worked for the tax accountant that I work for, I answer phones all day. I've never been more appreciative of people on phones until after I worked that job, because it's just one of those things, like when you call to make an appointment at the doctor's office, they say, okay, the soonest I have available is like March, blah, blah, blah. And people just lose their mind. You don't have anything sooner? I said the soonest. Did you not hear the words coming out of my mouth? I said the soonest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they just don't kill the messenger. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the things you learn when you do customer service jobs, I feel like that, on answering phones. What are the jobs you think everybody should work, in your guys' opinion?
Yeah, I mean, retail, waiters, and if anything has to do with just customer service in general, because then you realize, oh, I shouldn't be so shitty
Yeah.
to these people.
And you know what really irks me? And I've had a little bit of this experience just because of the nature of my job now.
Yeah.
I kind of run with the higher, well-off, wealthy sometimes. When people mistreat people because of status or because they have money,
Mm-hmm.
like waiters, don't do that. Like, they're just doing their job. You know what I mean? And they and I see it so much, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And it just sucks, is it's like, what makes you think that you're, better off than this guy because you have more money or whatever,
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, I think waitressing, busing, one of the things, and the reason I wanted to do this whole episode is because I give the biggest tips to my car wash guys.
Yeah.
I think that job would be the worst job in the world. I would never want to do that all day long. And they're out there busting their butts every day. Like, could you imagine just constantly drying and cleaning someone's car all day long? Like, that is such...
That's why I just use the robo car wash.
Right? Well, and I probably should. But I like a
And then
cheap
you're gonna
clean
get
car.
hit with all the colorful things on the wheels.
It's just one of those jobs where I'm like, go ahead.
Well, I want to throw out another.
Yes.
I don't believe it was mentioned, but journalists.
Like writers?
I think
Or
journalists,
like on-air
journalists in
anchors?
general are
Journalists in general,
underappreciated. I remember our professor.
Mm-hmm.
Gentry?
Gentry?
Professor Gentry. Dr. Gentry.
Yes, doctor.
Where she was talking about how it was like starting salary in the teens.
Yeah.
And Andy's talking. You got to think about radio people. Andy taught us that radio
Jump
people.
change.
I mean, basically, the highest pay you're gonna get, even if you're like a syndicated radio star, is you're talking maybe $30,000, $40,000 a year. Like, that's top level radio personality stuff.
And I'm looking at
If you're Big Boy on Big Boy's Neighborhood, you're making maybe $50,000 to $60,000.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah, no.
like that.
And I think just to defend the journalism for a minute, because I've had an interesting experience with journalism world, because when I signed up for that major, I had no interest in doing anchor work at all. And then taking Professor Gentry's class, or Dr. Gentry, sorry, doctor. Dr. Gentry's class, you learn about the work that goes into anchor work. Now, I'm not going to say and defend every anchor in the world, because there are some of them that I feel like push it too far and they're a little rude in press rooms, but that's not easy work.
Yeah.
To stand, like what you guys are
Definitely.
talking
No,
about,
it's
you know?
It's hard stuff. I've taken her class, and that, I mean, I did well in her class, but that class actually reaffirmed in my mind that that's not what I want to do.
Well,
I don't want to do.
my experience with it was just so interesting, because I chose to do the topic of voting.
Mm-hmm.
It
That's
had
a cool
nothing to do with politics,
Yeah.
just voting. I had doors slammed in my face. I got hung up on the phone. I wasn't even in media. I'm not talking to the media. I'm like, I'm a student at College of Southern Nevada.
Yeah.
Like, no one's going to see this. And I'm just asking about voting. They were just so rude. Like, you media. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just, you know.
Mine was directly political. The major news story I did, it was
Right.
it was about a politician here in Nevada. I guess I don't want to drop names, but it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter because he's not even in office anymore. Whatever. But get wrecked, Dean Heller.
Oh!
Dropping names.
Oh!
whatever.
And on that note.
I went to his office with my camera and everything, and they actually made me leave the property.
Yeah.
Because I had to go film from the
The
street.
bottom line, I think, for everyone, the takeaway from this is that throughout your day, when you're encountering people, just be nice.
Yeah.
And appreciate that they're like they're working hard.
Definitely.
You know, like.
And if you treat them badly, and if you're an employee and you just got treated badly by a customer, don't let it affect you. Maybe they're having a bad day. Same thing, customers. If the person that is serving you or something, if maybe they are a bit more tense, a bit more rude, again, maybe they're just having a bad day. Humans have bad days.
Yeah.
It doesn't give you the right to be a total jackass.
Nope.
But-
We will eject you from the car so fast.
At 80 miles per hour. But at the same time, though, just
It's about just as bad as picking 16.
Yeah.
at the same time, just understand that people are just trying their best.
One of my favorite things to do is I like to leave extra tip for rude waiters. Devin hates it. He's like, they were being really rude. I'm like, but those are the people who don't need the money, but they need the extra, like, wow, love factor because they know they were being jerks. They know when they're giving you bad service. And for them, they expect nothing. So I like to leave the shock factor
You
of,
fold
like,
the tip in the shape of a middle finger.
I'll work on that. I'll take some origami lessons and I'll try to figure it out.
So then at least you're still like get wrecked, but here you go.
All right, if you guys think we missed any jobs and this was not a rant about, people being better than others in the work industry.
Tell us what you do for a living.
Tell us what you think, what job experiences you had. And don't forget to go check out the website and follow us on all of our things. Capital DPFL, lowercase
DPFL.
WPFL. I don't know where the D came from. WPFL. No D.
Yeah, you were saying W and you just stopped at D.
I don't know why.
Do
Sorry.
the podcast.
Capital WPFL, lowercase official.
All
And
social medias, find us.
WillPodcastForLaughs.com.
And twitch.tv/willpodcastforlaughs.
All right, this has been your Top 10 Tuesday. We'll talk to you guys
YouTube too.
tomorrow. Bye.
Bye. Good night, Branson.